Hey, what is going on, everyone? My name is OmegaJolteon, and we are here for Major Pokemon League Week 6. We are taking on my good pal, KingBub, coach of the Munchlaxter United. Go check him out in the description below. He's a very, very good friend of mine and a very solid player in the format. Recently came back after a break from draft. I think the MPA. I think he did pretty well in that one. And MPA, I don't really remember too much, but yeah, he's a very, very good friend of mine. I love Bub, really good friend of mine. I'm very excited to play him for the first time. And yeah, I really want to win because after a pretty unfortunate loss to Blake last week, due to a little bit of hacks, I really want to win this one and go 4-2 just to get closer to that nice and clean playoff spot and closer to that clock, as you know. So yeah, that is basically it. And let's go into the matchup that I do have. My team consists of Landers, Therian, Latios, Heatran, Alomomola, Shaman, Drapion, Jolteon, Piloswine, Diancie, Lanoon, and Mega Heracross, with Landers, T, and Diancie as my Z-Mons. And the team that my good pal KingBub has is Excadrill, Staraptor, Latias, Buzzwole, Sylveon, Mega Absol, Raikou, Toxapex, and Gigalith, with Latias and Gigalith the Z-Mons. So, I think let's talk about this matchup. Now, I think this is actually a really, really good matchup for me. Just for the main reason, my bulk matches up super, super well. Because stuff like Excadrill can't particularly break through my Landers very well, or my Alomomola. Maybe after an SD could KO my Aloe at like 80. Just his mons don't like break me down very well. His like best breaker, I feel, versus me is like a banded Staraptor, and I feel like he needs Scarf. If he doesn't bring like a Scarf Staraptor, a lot of my team outspeeds that. So I definitely don't expect that, and just a lot of his team just gets checked by my team, and I think I built a very, very good team this week. I spent a lot of time. Big shout outs to the people who mocked me. I believe it was Joel, Squirtle, Squirtle Squad, whatever you know him, Joel, Jake. I'll probably edit it in, but Jake I know mocked me, and some other people mocked me. No, Techno mocked me as well, so shout out to all of them. And yeah, let's just get straight into the team I'm bringing. This is going to be in the same video, so I didn't have enough. Nah, I was playing too much Xenoblade X, so I didn't want to record a team builder. But yeah, let's just go into the team I'm bringing. First mon I'm bringing is the crutch of this team is my good pal Magdalena, the Alomomola. And now if you look at his team, I need wish support to support stuff like my Piloswine, my Heatran, stuff like that. And this mon really does check stuff like the Mega Absol, Buzzwole, Staraptor, Excadrill. It soft checks like most of his team very, very well. If he's a Scarf Staraptor, he cannot break through my Alomomola. If he's banded, he's gonna take a fat chunk with my 264 HP stat plus the Braviary damage. It's gonna do like 40%. If rocks are up, that thing's kaput. So this mon is just super, super good versus him. I get toxic stuff like Buzzwole and beat that thing 1v1. And with my attack investment, I can 2-KO. With my attack investment, I can 2-KO a Mega Absol after Rocky Helmet damage with Liquidation or Stealth Rocks. So yeah, that is my Alomomola. Very, very crucial mon in this game. And yeah. Next mon I'm bringing is my Aggiedyne, my Heatran, and is a Magma Storm Taunt Toxic variant. This thing is just my main check to stuff like the Staraptor. Staraptor checks decently well. Close combat could do a bit though, but this is my main check to the Sylveon. I need to weaken down the Sylveon for my win condition late game, which is my Latios. So this is the mon that can do it. I could take 2 HP grounds if he's not offensive, and I can Magma Storm, I could Toxic it, I could Taunt it. So it's not going to be too much of an issue, and I could beat down the Pex pretty easily with my Magma Storm plus Earth Power. That's going to do like around 50%, 45% actually. Plus I could taunt that thing. So this mon is just super, super good this game. I absolutely need the Sylveon weaken for my win condition to work this game. So yeah, just with this speed, I can outspeed. I believe I outspeed a Sylveon. Fairly sure about that. So yeah, that's basically it. The combination of Magma Storm plus Earth Power hits the entirety of his team, and Latias, I could just hit that boy with the Toxic, so that's not too big of a deal. Next mon I'm bringing is my Scarf Drapion. Over this, I actually had Diancie to check for Heal Bell support, and to check the Staraptor. But overall, I don't think he's going to bring a banded Staraptor, so I don't think I need it. And having a Scarf Drapion is very, very nice because I absolutely needed a nice check to that Latias, because Crunch, an Adamant Crunch after Rock, should be able to KO the Latias if he's no HP. So, yeah, it's very, very important, and I can Pursue Trap that boy as well. And having a nice Revenger to a Mega Absol, if it's like at +2, I think that's going to be very, very nice this game. So yeah, and something to outspeed Raikou as well is just super, super nice. That Earthquake does about like 70%, I believe. So yeah, this is just a really good mon in this game. Scarf Drapion, it can't break his team very well, but I needed to revenge a lot of stuff, like the Latias, or else I will just get body bagged by a Dragonium Z Latias. It's easily the biggest threat versus my team, and I'm going to have to prep around that carefully. So yeah, that's basically it. My next mon I'm bringing is my Spidef Piloswine. This is my main pivot into the Latias plus the Raikou. Raikou is a pretty decent threat versus me, but this mon just counters it. Even like Rash or Sphere does like 50 or something, so that's not going to do too much. And the mons like Latias and Raikou easily switch into Almamola, but Piloswine just eats. I can pass wishes in the Piloswine very well, and it's a very good rocker versus me. It's very good rocker versus him. So yeah, this is just a super good mon in this game to check is Latias plus the Raikou. Ice Shard's very nice for priority for stuff like Mega Absol, the Exadrill, the Staraptor, Latias. So it's just a nice mon in this game as well. So yeah, this is just a good old Piloswine, Spit up Piloswine. And the next mon I'm bringing is my Mufasa the Landorus. This is a very good mon in this game. I have a fat, nice and thick Landorus. So this is a really good check to stuff like the Buzzwole. Buzzwole is a very big threat versus me, but I could pivot into its stabs, and with my special attack investment, I can OHKO that thing with the HP flying if it's like max HP. So yeah, Landorus is a fantastic check to that, and Exadrill can basically never break through me. So with Wish support, this mon does super well. So Almamola has a lot of stuff to do this game, but I think this one will do its job very well as pivot into the Buzzwole plus the Exadrill. And with the Yachi Berry, I can bait in stuff like the Raikou, the Mega Absol, the potential Latias. I can be a semi check to the Staraptor if it comes down to it. So yeah, this is just a really good mon in this game. I can U-turn on the Latias, I can chip down the Mega Absol, and Defog is very nice for potential Toxic Spikes Toxpex. So yeah, that's basically it. And my win condition in this game is my Jetstream. It's supposed to be Telethia, but I didn't even notice it. But it's actually Jetstream in the game. That's like my normal Latios game, but it's Telethia because never mind. But this is just this is my win condition in this game. If he brings the Toxpex, this is going to be absolutely needed to break that thing down. If he does bring the Toxpex, then this is my win condition in this game because I could easily take advantage of that. But if he does not bring the Toxpex, this thing will be kind of just sitting on the bench, I feel, in most of my mocks, I felt. So, either way, it's still really solid, this game. I could bait in stuff like the Mega Absol, and the combination of Dragon Pulse plus Psyshock is very well. Even though Exadrill kind of walls me, I still have Landorus to always check it. I have Almamola to soft check it. And his best ways to revenge this is stuff like the Staraptor. So, yeah, that's basically it. And just Calm Mind Latios is so well versus him. I could set up on the Sylveon pretty easily if he comes in on me, because it's only going to do around like 44 to 52 to me. I could set up another Calm Mind on that and beat it 1v1. With this Spidef investment is very nice as well. So yeah, that is my team versus KingBub. A bit shorter than the usual builders, but I just want to get this uploaded very quickly. And yeah, let's get straight into the battle piece. Alright, we are back with our game versus KingBub, coach of the Munchlaxter United. And the team that he just decided to bring is the Sylveon, the Toxpex, the Staraptor, the Raikou, the Mega Absol, and the Latias. And kind of what I expected. I definitely expected something over the, maybe the Toxapex, maybe the Raikou. The only mon I think that are guaranteed brings this game were the Sylveon plus the Latias this game. Anything else I could have saw different. I could have saw the Buzzwole, I could have saw the Sandcore. and I felt like I was pretty prepared for all of those, and I feel like I'm in a pretty good position in this game, provided I do play well. But if you're not, check out the builder. I have a Fizdef Yachi Landorus, a Spidef Pylosaur, Scarf Drapion, a Fat Calmine Latios, a Magmatran with a Toxic Taunt, and a Wish Passing Fizdef Almamola. And big shout out, before I go, big shout out to whoever gen this for me. I believe it was Rogue. I believe Rogue gen this for me. If not, then I'm sorry. Also, Bub actually recorded me first time, but I actually was trying to originally record it the day of the Friday, the day it's supposed to be the video is supposed to be uploaded, but he actually deleted the video, which it was a bit unfortunate, so that's why it's delayed. It would have been out yesterday if he did not delete it. I'm not gonna blame Bub on that. I'm not upset at him, so don't worry about that. But actually, Rogue re-recorded it for me earlier today, so big shout out to him. Like I said in like every single one of my videos, go check out Rogue, very good player, and go check out Bub in the description below. But let's get straight into this game. I'm gonna lead off with my Landorus, as he is gonna lead off with a Sylveon. I expected he leads off the Sylveon, which I didn't particularly expect as his lead, but it puts me in a bit of a rough position, and I'm not gonna risk him being like timid specs and just popping my Landorus turn 1 when it's super crucial this game. But it's not as useful because it's not bringing the Buzzwole or the Sandcore, so that's a bit unfortunate. I could do a lot more with that mon. As I'm just going to go into my Heatran, which is my designated check into weaken this thing down for my Latios like game. As this turn, I'm just going to drop a Magma Storm. Luckily, I do hit the Sylveon, and I get a fat chunk with that Magma Storm. Does around like 30%. As he just goes for the HP ground, which is really unfortunate, but does a lot of damage. This definitely reveals to be like a Pixie Plate set. I think it's going to be modest Pixie Plate. And my best play overall on this turn, I think, is going to be the Taunt. But I actually do click the Magma Storm, which, depending on this roll, I can KO this Sylveon with the Magma Storm damage after. As it's super close, but I don't think I'm going to be able to kill it. And that's really unfortunate because I needed the damage on this mon. I need to kill this mon. As you see, it lives on literally no health. Literally no health. It's back from the dead. Back from the dead. So I make a pretty big misplay here and go into my Drapion, which my play should have been just to keep my Heatran in, because that's going to allow the Sylveon to be decently healthy later on in this game. So that's a pretty bad play on this part. I'm not playing too well early on, as he's just going to go into his Frieslander into his Staraptor. I'm just going to drop him a Poison Jab. This could do a bit, actually, and I actually do get the Poison, and this reveals to be a Fat Raptor, which I'm not sure how I feel about this. I guess this is a decent check to the Landorus if I'm just like a Sky Strike set, but I don't know. Not too sure about this, but I'm just gonna make the safe play just in case if he's like a bulk up set, not bulk up, just I just wanted to get some helmet damage on it, and I don't think it's gonna click Toxic in the Drapion. And when I have a Heatran healthy, so I don't think it's gonna do that, and I do get some nice Rocky Helmet damage. As this turn, I get a pretty easy switch into my Pylosaur, and I could potentially get up rocks, but he makes a pretty good double out in this turn and goes to his Absol, and that's pretty unfortunate because it forces me into my Almamola, because Almamola is my check to the Absol. As I'm going to go into my round 8, the Piloswine, as I'm forced out and forced to go in my Almamola, and this thing can get rid of my Rocky Helmet, which is a bit unfortunate, but I can get some nice Rocky Helmet damage on this mon. So look at that nice juicy Mega Absol, as he's just going to drop me with the knockoff, get rid of my helmet, which like I said, is very unfortunate, but he actually does get a crit. It doesn't matter too much, but it's a bit unfortunate for sure, as he actually reveals a Baton Pass, which is pretty decent tech on his part, which yeah, it's pretty decent tech on his part. As I'm just gonna drop a Wish on this thing to heal up my potential Heatran or my Pylosaur, and I make a pretty, I was so close. You don't even know how close I was to going to Latios right here. Not Latios, Landorus, but I should make this play was so obvious, and this was a horrible play, and this put me in the back foot very early. That was a really bad play. I knew he was gonna click HP ground, so I should have went into one of my immunities or just staying with my aloe, because I would have been out of range of a Pixie Plate Hyper Voice and be able to Toxic this mon. So that's a really bad play on my part. No, actually I was in range of Hyper Voice, but whatever. I should have went into something else with my team, as I'm gonna be forced to Toxic this mon, and I'm gonna have to take a Hyper Voice, which is gonna weaken my Almomola a lot, even though I'm gonna be forced to take a Pixie Plate boosted Hyper Voice, which is really annoying. Which, yeah, I really wish I stayed in with my Heatran earlier, because then this mon wouldn't be at full, and this mon wouldn't be as much of an issue as it is now, as I don't have a Fairy Resist. I'm forced to take, like, 80%, like, 75% from my Hyper Voice. That's really unfortunate. It's really bad, as I was forced to talk to this mon, and I'm going to be forced, again, to sack off my Paloswine. Takes like around 40%, 35% from that Hyper Voice, so that's really bad. I'm in a really tough position right now, as I am this thing will be able to 3KO me with the Hyper Voice, as I'm gonna get off a Earthquake Rocks, because I wanted the damage in the Sylveon so I can re-range a few mons on my team. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that, as I'm just gonna go for the Ice Shard, as an Ice Shard in that range will be able to kill it after toxic damage. So I'm able to deal with the Sylveon, but I lose my best check to the Raikou, and I lose I get my Aloe weakened, and I lose my Heatran to this mon, which I should have just clicked Magma Storm the first time and weakened this mon. So that's really bad on my part, as I'm gonna go into my Landorus on the Double Down, and this is a pretty free switch to my Latios. I'm still in a good position to win, and I'll be able to scout if he's like a Shuka Berry set or something, as I'm just gonna go to my Latios this turn. I have to keep this thing around like 140 health so I can live an Ice Beam. I can be outside the range of Absol, and because he's not a Scarf Staraptor, this thing is in a really good position to win, actually. So, and unless he is Toxic, which yeah, I do just throw off the Calm Mind, and he throws off another Ice Beam, which will force me to Roost, because that'll put me in range of the Absol. But this thing shouldn't be too much of an issue, as I'm just going to be able to Roost, and I'm going to set up my Latios. Latios is looking great late game, as he actually does reveal the Toxic. Now, oh god, I don't know if I agree with the I don't know. I think with the set, it's Baneful Bunker as well, so I don't agree with the set. I believe his set was Ice Beam, Baneful Bunker, Toxic, and Recover, which kind of gets walled by my Heatran, so I don't, no offense to Bub, but I don't agree with the set at all, because it just gets beaten down way too easily by some of my mons. I would have probably had like Scald or Haze over like Baneful Bunker or something. I like the Toxic, it's just, I do not agree with the Baneful Bunker bring, because I could take advantage of that very easily, but what can you do? And this is gonna pretty much take all of my hopes away from winning this game, because I need a Latios to break down his team and win this game, because Sylveon was weakened, it was dead, so I would be able to beat that thing down 1v1, as his Toxapex is in range of the Dragon Pulse. I tried to click Dragon Pulse there, because I wanted to, he might have made an aggressive play into the Absol, and I wanted to catch that with the Dragon Pulse potentially, but it doesn't matter anymore. I'm in range of it, and I'm in a really bad position at this point, because my Latios was my win condition. I was forced to go into it, because he was a Shuka Ice Beam set, so I was forced to go in at that turn, as yeah, I'm just going to go into my Almomola at this turn. I'm just going to go for the Liquidation, as the game plan at this point is to hopefully, he might be try to Calm Mind up, and if I get like a Liquidation on the Latios, I will be able to deal with that fairly easily at that point, because that'll be in range of the Crunch. And yeah, he goes into the Latios, as he just decides to click Psychic and does not click the Calm Mind, and I'm forced to I make a pretty, not a misplay per se, because Drapion is my win condition. I could still win with the Drapion, but I knew it was Dragonium Z right here, as it was a roll to kill me. I think it was in my favor, or it was like 50-50 to kill me. If I do get the roll in my favor, I will be able to live. I will be able to keep a sack late game, and I will be able to potentially win my Drapion late game if I play correctly. But he does get the roll, which is really unfortunate because then I'm forced to get he's forced to hit me with the Draco Meteor, as I'm gonna go for my Adamant Crunch, as that does like 90%, as he goes for the Draco Meteor and puts me in range of the what do you call it? The Raikou and the Staraptors. So that's really unfortunate. I had a slim chance to win anyways, but that was really unfortunate that he got the roll in his favor. And if I got that roll, then I think I would win. No, I would. I don't think I would win. No. I think I might have won. Okay, I'll talk about that late game. But because I got the defense drop, actually, the Staraptor is in range of my Crunch, so it's very nice. As I just go for the Crunch again, and Raikou is going to be able to pick me off, and I do lose to 2-0 to KingBub and the Munchlaxter United. So I did play this game really poorly. I played this game way too safe, and I don't even know if I'll be able to KO it even after the 18 minutes. So I don't know. I don't think maybe just lower differential a bit. But yeah, we do lose to KingBub. That's really unfortunate. I'm very mad how I played this game, just because I played way too safe with my Heatran. I played Heatran poorly, and like I said in the builder, I believe I needed to play well to win this game. And I just did not play well at all. I played really, really bad. I think the team is good. The team I brought was very good because it won most of my mocks, but just the way how I played it, it was just poor. It was really, really poor. It's just poorly executed. The attack spec set really caught me off guard, and that put me in a pretty poor position at that point. But yeah, it's just really, I'm very mad about myself on this game, and I could have potentially. Even, at this point, I'm actually 3-3 in the MPL, which is really, really frustrating because it could. I'm sounding like a broken record. It's just a standard OmegaJolteon video, just me ranting at the end, but whatever. I could have had a potentially 5-0. Not like I said, I'm not gonna call whoever won the game. Where's me and Blake? But I could have potentially been 5-0, and yeah, it's just now I'm 3-3. I definitely did lose this game fair and square. Just Bub outplayed me. I just played so bad. It was just like the Heatran play, just the Heatran. The way I played Heatran just really killed me this game. And it's just so unfortunate. And yeah, just about a lot of unexpected stuff. So what can you do? It's just Pokemon, and I'm really sad about this game because I think I could have won. I definitely could have won, but it's just yeah, it's just me playing pretty poorly. I wish I got up rocks with my Piloswine, because I could have the Latias would have been in range of my Crunch, and I could potentially won. And yeah, it's just a bit unfortunate. But what can you do? It's Pokemon. Win some, you lose some, and just GG to Bub. He played very, very well. I'm rooting for him the rest of the season, but we are in a bad spot. Next week, we're taking on Frieslander, the GFX god himself, and the Rotterdam Staraptors, and I am not losing that game. Do you hear me? I am not losing that game. I'm not losing. Okay, this is going to sound so cocky, but I do not care. I will refuse to lose another game this season. That is a fact. I will, if I do lose another game, I'm gonna, oof. And I lost my clock. Man, I lost my clock. I lost over the clock, so I guess we gotta get the cup. So, we just cannot lose another game, because the conference is so close, and I really need this win. I need this win versus Fries next week, so I could get in a good playoff position, and hopefully get into playoffs and win the league, because we're gonna get gun for that cup. This loss is not going to stop me from winning this league, and the losses before is not going to stop me. So, yeah, we're just going to try to get that cup, even though we lost the clock. So, yeah, I'm going to see you guys next time for Week 7 versus Fries and the Rotterdam Staraptors. Peace.